From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for getting your pod on. Thank you for telling a friend. Thank you for sponsoring those that sponsor us, like Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, baby.
Yeah,
That's
buddy.
right.
Actually, I had somebody ask me, hey, you know anybody in Victor? I said, yes, I do.
Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
And Chevrolet.
And I'm riding around in the Renegade.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
What
man.
do you think?
Actually, I love it.
Do you?
Plays nothing but sticks, but it's great.
But it's got
All four presets.
You know what's so weird is it's little. It's like a littler.
Someone need a ride to the vet?
It's a littler car, but when you get in, like the everything's bigger. Like the windshield feels bigger. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Have you gotten on the expressway with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had a Compass that was almost the same size.
Yeah.
The Jeep Compass from Carm.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going normal drive, 65, 60,
Yeah.
60. I looked down, I'm going across the Bay Bridge, I'm going 84. I'm like, holy crap. The thing just moves.
That's
You
not
don't even
right.
touch it.
We should do
It moves.
We should do a commercial featuring Sam Elliott's voice. You want to ride to the vet? Call Bill Moran and his Renegade from Victor Chrysler Dodge.
What's
Jeep.
the? Well, I don't get the vet Renegade.
Well, no, so there was an episode of Family Guy where Brian
Okay, I didn't
and
make any
Stewie.
sense.
It was some
Well, no,
Family
because
Guy
he
or
mentioned
Sopranos,
he
one of the
mentioned
two.
it only plays sticks.
That's all it is.
No, he mentioned
One or the other.
You know, that's so true.
It is true. It is true.
Every callback for you, everything is either Family
Sopranos
Guy
or
or
Family Guy.
Sopranos.
No,
That's it.
no,
There's
there was-
no. We need depth here, Dan.
I do give you depth.
Give us something from How I Met Your Mother or something.
By the way, which is such a hack show.
I've never watched it. I
that show.
never watched it.
It was just the most bizarre premise, and then the way they ended it was like, wait,
It's a
that's the
great
ending?
premise. That
I
like how
love
I met
that show.
I never watched it, but it seemed like a great premise.
But the Family Guy thing was, Brian's, this devout liberal, and he drives a Prius, and he gets into an accident, so they give him a Hummer as like a rental. And it only plays Kiss, just like Kevin alluded to the fact the Renegade only plays sticks. So all the presets are lick it up. And Brian gets really used to driving this thing, and then he loves it. And Meg needs a ride to the hospital. He's like, somebody need a ride to the hospital? And he backs it up, and they keep punching the songs, and it's different parts where Kiss is going, lick it up.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
But like
Probably-
a Renegade is smaller.
I'm sure it was better, and you had to
It was.
see it.
But
Must have
Renegade-
to be there.
But a Renegade,
It's one of those, right?
the
Had
sticks
to be
thing,
there.
it plays sticks, right? And it's smaller, so you can bring it.
Thanks for explaining my joke,
Wait,
Dan.
hang
I
on.
appreciate it.
Did
I don't
you
think
ever-
they got it.
Did you ever have, when you were a kid, like somebody explain something that was going on, and then just to be an asshole, go, I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't get any of this. And then people would get so pissed I would always do something mean like that. Danny, I thought of you this weekend because when we left the last episode of the podcast, we played the Tommy Lasorda phone call to the break room. And lo and behold, I'm going through, and do I not come across a Tommy Lasorda trip to the mound in the 1977 World Series against the Yankees?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he talking to Bob Welch, or is he talking to Jerry
Doug
Royce?
Rao, Doug somebody else,
Okay.
Doug Rouse or something like
Okay,
that.
probably.
This is the thing. Now, I want to play this because as I was thinking about it, there's a direction to go with this then versus now, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is 1977, Tommy Lasorda, and they had to be mic'd. Like we think, I'm watching games. I love watching like Sunday Night Baseball. I'll put it on while I'm editing the podcast because sometimes I get engrossed because they're talking to the player who's on the field, and all of a sudden the shit comes to him. Like it's amazing. I love that shit.
I got a story for that. But go ahead. Yeah.
So this is Tommy Lasorda making his trip to the mound in 1977. Coming out. Wait till you hear the audio is crystal clear. So I don't know what they were going to do with this.
Feel good, Tommy. I don't give a shit. You feel good. There's 4 motherfucking hits up there. They all fucking hit the opposite way. I don't give a fuck. Tommy, you got a left hand here. I can strike this motherfucker. I don't give a shit, doggy. I may be wrong, but that's my goddamn job. I'll make the fucking decisions here. I'll make the fucking decisions here, okay?
You hear like the organ music playing in the background? Now this is in LA because the Yankees are in away uniforms.
They have the greatest organist in the world.
Greg Nettles is up next.
Give a fuck. Don't give me any shit, goddammit. I'll make the fucking decisions. Keep your fucking mouth shut. I told you.
It's bad up here, man. Back off the mouth.
You talk about it in my fucking office.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
The umpire going, hey.
This is not the first
They only give you like 30 seconds.
Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Come on. Just trying to avoid a fucking scene out here, that's all.
Right.
This goes for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It's fucking great for you to be standing out here talking to me like that.
I would feel good. I wouldn't
I
say
don't
something.
give a shit, Doug. I'm the fucking manager of the fucking team. I got to make the fucking decisions. And I'll make them to the fucking best of my ability. It may be the fucking wrong decision, but I'll make it. Don't worry about it. I'll make the fucking decisions. I gave you a fucking chance to walk out here. I can't fuck around. We're down 2-1. If it was yesterday, it's a different fucking story. I don't give a shit. You've got three left-hand hitters, and they all got fucking hits on you. Rivers, Jackson, and the fucking other guy.
Was Reggie lefty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Oh, yeah. Lefty, through lefty, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the year this.
I don't give a
He
shit.
had 3 bombs in Game 6.
He didn't get out. I can't let you out there in a fucking game like this. I got a fucking job to do. What's the matter with you?
All right, so there you go.
I'm stuck in the York game. Sounds like he's playing the Wheel of Fortune theme.
Well, like the Dodgers. I don't know if it's the same guy, but the Dodgers organist is amazing.
All right, well, organists are not, but that I loved hearing that.
Yeah.
Because it's, to me, that's how guys talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
Right? When the boss comes out and you're talking about, some people say I'm a little crazy, but I think to be a pro athlete, I don't know if you have a little more testosterone or you just tap into it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are guys, right? These are guys. And sometimes you gotta talk that way to guys.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes with my sons, I would get right in their face and go, we're not fucking doing this. And I would say it pretty bluntly and directly. But I wonder this. Could you do that today? Does it still happen that way today?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Aaron Boone's been thrown out like 20 times, and if you've ever mic'd him up
Yeah.
with the umpires, it sounds a lot like that. Now he's talking to the umpires; he's not talking to his players. They don't really like give light or shed light on how the pitcher or the manager talks to the pitcher anymore. But usually, it's the pitching coach that goes out and has that first chat.
Yeah, but I mean,
Then the manager comes and just takes the ball. There's no discussion.
Tommy Lasorda, I don't give a shit. I feel good. I don't give a shit. I'm the manager. It's my ass on the line. I might be making a bad decision. Like, you loved everything he said.
Yeah.
You know, as a player, I want to trust my leader.
Right.
This is the guy making the decisions. I'm going to do the best of my ability. He's got to do the best of his ability. But it made me wonder because I see a lot of stuff sometimes. Like, I was scrolling TikTok, and Kevin was going to make fun of me, but I went to bed like at 7:50.
I'm just going to say, surprise, he's done you well. You're clean shaven for once, finally.
Yeah, I'm clean shaven.
3 days sober, you're shaved.
Yeah, I shaved.
Hair's combed.
Yeah, but you're usually clean shaven.
Yeah, but sometimes I let the scruff come in.
So like what? Like half a millimeter?
Yeah, I let it come in a little bit. I
don't think I've ever seen you with a beard or nothing.
No. But I usually let it go a couple days. Kevin's right. He is right.
Okay.
He observes, obviously, Danny. You don't pay attention.
Oh, sorry, Homer Simpson. I apologize.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bender's over.
So no, I cleaned my bathroom today, scrubbed the tub, washed the shower curtain. I did all kinds of stuff. And I was in bed early last night, but I was reading, and then of course I turn out the light and I can't fall asleep. So now I do the worst thing you can do.
Go back and turn the TV on.
No, I pick up my phone and start scrolling.
Oh, okay.
But here is my question, because I see a lot of this, like, what is masculinity today? What is masculinity? I don't hear
It ain't D-Day, I can tell you that.
I don't hear
It ain't Dan.
I don't hear toxic masculinity used as often, but I went to look up what is toxic masculinity. And a lot of times what I think gets lost in that is toxic masculinity was sort of brought up on behalf of men. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's Gillette.
What?
Gillette did a whole commercial about toxic
He'll blame
masculinity.
the Patriots for everything, won't he?
Yes, he
Jesus
will.
Christ.
Yeah, I guess
Him and Craig.
I guess
It was
so.
the Patriots. It was Robert Kraft.
No, so
after the jerk joint.
well, all I saw was like what I was seeing was, violence and aggressive language and using basically dominance and force to control other people and show dominance and superiority, right? So, and
we used to call that bullying.
yes, right. But now they're saying like toxic masculinity.
It's only dudes.
Well, no, there's a whole thing in there about feminine toxic femininity. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's more girl on girl, where they talk shit about each other behind each other.
Or womanhood.
But see, this is my thing, and I go, can guys talk this way anymore? If you had a boss that did this, I saw a boss once walk down an aisle and kick a guy's work bag. He had his work bag out, and he just kicks it and starts screaming at him. And I'm like, that I don't think that would fly today.
No.
And that would be referred to as toxic masculinity. So what is the alternative? You come out and go, hey, listen, Dan, you just don't have it today. I'm sorry, buddy. And you go, come on, man, I'm not hurt. You just don't have it. I'd rather I talk to me this way.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
There was this episode of The Sopranos. It was a crossover with the Family Guy where Stewie got into it with Paulie once.
I don't know. It was just a thought I had because I go, old school. What is a man? I don't even know because what do you hope for your sons today? What do you tell them? Here's my fear is like I want these guys to have boundaries and be able to tell people how they're feeling and what's going on, but do it in a way that isn't gonna set off alarms. You understand what I'm saying?
It's kind of the equivalent of a guy with a daughter, just keeping her off the pole. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. Yeah, that's a good point. Don't be an asshole. I don't know. The same thing with your nephews. I know you have a young nephew who's like, what is he, 2?
Well, so my nephew once, the only time I've ever had to like raise my voice to my nephews, he actually hit his sister and pushed her down. I said, come on, man, you can't do that. Say you're sorry. And my brother comes and goes, don't yell at him. I'll yell at him. I'm like, you're not in earshot. I am. I saw it. You didn't see it. I go, if our father were alive,
yeah,
he'd have my back on this. I go, your son just hit your daughter. And I know he's 4 and she's 2,
yeah.
but you can't allow that. I'll be the dad. I'm like, you weren't in the room. That's only happened once.
Yeah, I a lot of times when that stuff would go on, I usually might go over to the parent and go, hey, you just whacked her. And let them handle it.
Mm-hmm.
It
was just a reaction. It was like a reaction.
No, I get it. I totally.
It wasn't
get
like
it.
all right, I'm gonna have a script here, ready to go.
I don't know. I heard that thing and I loved it so much because it's Tommy Lasorda. It was the same way he was on the phone with, I don't give any of that bullshit. Why do you guys do
here's
this?
The thing.
Why do you guys
You're
do
in
this?
athletic competition. I think it's a little bit different.
I think it is.
I don't think you're going to do that to that extent. Like, ask Belichick's guys. You can attest to this, Kevin. What he used to say to them. That's why he never let them around because, 1, he was paranoid, but 2, like when they mic things up, man, Belichick would say some stuff to these guys that you're like, whoa, it'd make your hair curl. But that's coaching. That's athletics.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure every coach is like that.
All right, is hockey like that? Hockey's got to be like that bad, right?
Every sport's like that.
Loved when coaches got on my fucking rode my ass a little bit. To me, it meant they cared. They gave a shit. They wanted the best out of you.
There is this idea, and I don't think I agree with it. Before college athletes got paid, there was this prevailing idea that's kind of sifted its way into sports radio where you could yell at professionals, but you can't yell at college kids.
Well, I don't know about
which
that.
I also think is BS.
Right, but let me ask you this. Let's go back to Indiana. And Bob Knight, did he go too far?
I think he went too far.
Oh, I think so, too. I think he started choking a guy and throwing chairs at him.
But I don't know why we have to call it toxic masculinity. You could call it just, and I'll use this word, being an asshole.
Yeah.
You don't have to be an asshole.
Well, what did
the kid say to him? I mean, the kid's probably being an asshole, too.
He could be, but...
You're a grown-ass man. Don't be an asshole to me. I won't be an asshole to you.
Yeah, but...
But there were times... Yeah, but Neil... I mean, what were his hands doing? What were your hands doing on Neil Reed's neck?
Yeah, I mean,
by the way, he died, by the way, Neil Reed, later. But, like, it's like, you're choking a dude? Really?
There was that. There was the kick in the chair, all that. I mean...
Well, he kicked his own kid.
Yeah.
Pat Knight. It was Pat.
I know he did. I shouldn't laugh at this, but I get like, a coach getting in your face. Like Patino. Patino looks like he's a hard ass.
Yes.
And, I mean, I remember reading about where...
I think he should take the Lakers job, to be honest with you.
Guys used to have... Well, they're trying to get the UConn guy, I know.
I hope Hurley says no.
But they would put... He would have you do bricks in your hand, side to side. You'd have to have bricks.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Playing defense.
Yeah. There's all kinds of like... He was a disciplinarian, and he would get loud, and he would yell, but I never thought he hit anybody. So I don't know what that line is. Like, Because then I started to think back to, we were talking stories about the break room when I would yell at people and I would say shit. And I go, that would be considered probably toxic masculinity now.
No, it's considered being an asshole.
I know, but would it fall under that vibe? And here's why. I think what they're trying to say is you're showing other men that the only way to be a man is to dominate physically or verbally or in some kind of power. And I guess that's the thing. And I go, you like the old school kind of guy that you just knew you didn't fuck with this guy. You just looked at him, you didn't fuck with him.
Yeah.
You just kind of knew who he was.
You respected him.
The Clint Eastwood type.
Yeah.
Right? Just quiet, kind of knew where he stood. That was it. So I don't know. It was just a thought. And then I'll play this for you. Out of all the states in the union, I think this would be the last state I would think this would happen in.
Oh, I think I know what you're going with this.
What is it? Tell me.
Is this Miss Alabama?
No.
Oh,
I don't know
did you
anything
hear about that.
I don't. I don't. But hold that thought.
Okay.
So only because this goes along the same lines of I think this is guys just being guys and thinking they're doing something great. There's in this state, they took kids to a police station and they were talking to kids how witnesses aren't always reliable. I don't know why, but they had something. And during this presentation, they had a masked guy come pounding through the door and start firing like fake. Obviously,
Fake firing.
Fake. No, but it sounded
blanks.
Sounded like a gun. Yes, shooting blanks. Exactly. Shooting
How
blanks.
that's got a ball and how that worked out for him.
And yeah, right. And then,
Living.
but listen to this. This is in Vermont, in Burlington,
Department
Vermont.
and the Burlington School District are apologizing tonight to high school students after a presentation yesterday that involved a mock shooting situation. It was pretty scary.
At one point, students were listening to a detective when a man wearing a ski mask entered the room holding what looked like a real gun.
Can you imagine?
Live outside the police department tonight where the incident took place. And Tyler, you actually spoke to some students after school today.
Yes, Brian and Liz. Well, students say that they had no idea something like this was going to happen yesterday.
course not.
Several of them say that they were frightened in the moment. Now they're just furious.
A presentation gone wrong when Burlington police officers staged a surprise demonstration on Wednesday with visiting Burlington high school students, bringing in a masked gunman who pretended to open fire.
I'd be a little upset if that happened to one of my kids.
Police say the demonstration was to show the unreliability of witness statements, but the lack of warning and the realistic sounds of the fake gunshots.
I don't see the connection either, so I don't know. I feel like we're getting the full context there.
Parents out of fear for the worst. BPD.
Could you imagine?
I mean, the only thing I can think of snitches get stitches. When they're starting to shoot motherfuckers.
Right.
Like somebody comes busting in and starts shooting blanks, so it sounds like gunfire. I think I would shit my pants.
Yeah.
Literally in that moment.
Bills that police station's paying for this weekend.
Yeah. I'm not looking for the gunman. I'm looking to get the F out.
Yes, that's what
What's
I
he look like? I don't know. I ain't saying nothing.
I was just like, I couldn't believe this. I go, that is maybe the funniest thing. But again, it sounds like a bunch of dumb guys go, hey, we got a great one. Watch, these kids are going to shit their pants.
It's the worst scared straight ever.
You knew these guys were sitting somewhere behind the double mirror laughing their asses off as the kids are screaming and people are freaking out. Even the teacher, you could have given someone a heart attack and killed them. I don't know. I don't think you'd get away. What would happen if your kids were in a situation like that? I'll tell you this: if I were still married, I wouldn't even have a chance to say anything.
I would just be the back laughing myself.
I would be laughing. I would be like, "You're fine. You're fine." That would be my thing.
Yeah.
My big thing would be, "You're fine. Nothing happened. It was a scary moment. This is why
Stay away from guns.
We want to be careful.
Go through drugs.
Be careful.
Just
know
say
who
no.
your friends are. That's it. Just know who your friends are. Let's not fuck around. We're all good.
Don't be an asshole.
That would be my thing, but I don't know. I found that story. It made me laugh so goddamn hard.
Vermont.
And well, that's what
Maybe
I'm
that's
saying.
what they have to do.
Of all the places in the union,
we're so laid back. We're so passive that we need to scare these kids into.
I don't know. I always thought they were much more liberal. I don't know.
They are.
And then they went and got Cherry Garcia. It was all good.
Although,
but maybe not.
They have one of those weird laws in the books.
Yeah?
You hear, every state's got these weird laws. In Alabama, you could not, in Vermont, you cannot order a drink at the bar or a second drink. You have to drink one drink at a time.
Oh, before they put the other one down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since 1789, that's been on the books.
Then they can come get me because when I was in Vermont, I ordered a lot of drinks at the bar at one time for myself.
Yeah.
But everybody ordered the drink for has to be present at the bar to give them their drink.
Is that the law?
That's what
it may be because Utah is similar.
Back in 03, I went to Killington, and that was the rule at every bar we went to.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I guess I'm getting locked up if I go back to Vermont. So.
Yeah, I got your face.
Hopefully I don't come in shooting while I'm in there in my interview, in my question.
There's a warrant out for your arrest. All right,
Witness, what do you look like, Grimace?
We'll take a moment. We've talked about nudists on this podcast, and there's a place, Empire Haven, that's near here that you can go and spend the day or a weekend or maybe get a campsite for the week, and it's a nudist resort. But nudists are worrying about something.
Okay.
And we will tell you what that is. But first.